an electionary campaign in Ekiti State, and he was a consultant then. And after the election, we came in contact, and he admired my job. He liked the way I work, and he approached me that if I can work with him, because he was aspiring for a post of a senator then under APC. And after the election, there was a preparation for Osun election then, and he was a consultant to Senator Owolabi Olumuyiwa then. So that was what made me agree with him, and we traveled together. And on July 1st, thereabout, I came to Osun with him. So we were lodged in a celebration hotel, and I began to do my work. And we had an agreement, and he said I should put a proposal to what I want to do for him. I made an analysis of all what I want to do for him. I made a proposal about the video and the photography aspect of it. I come with my team because I have boys that are working with me, and we were together there working, doing the work, going from Osun down to Osogbo, from Ife down to Osogbo, where the PDP secretariat started. And after that, after the election, Senator Elisha lost the election, and I moved with him down to Abuja because of his aspiration to become a senator in Mubi, not in Adamawa. So I was in his house in Utako for months. After that, we moved down to Adamawa, where we lodged at Lelewa Hotel for weeks. After then, we moved down to Mubi. From Mubi, we went to his own town, in which is a Muchala, after Victim, after Lesbade town. So, and I did all those work for him. We came back to Abuja, and later we came back to Yola when he wanted to do the grand finale of the primary election. But eventually he lost the election. But prior to that time, is an if to the day that Boko Haram invaded Mubi, there was chaos in Yola because everywhere was, there was pandemonium in the environment, and I just decided that I can't stay in that environment because I didn't hear their language. If anything happened, who am I to call? Nobody. Just that I need to leave. I need to go. I sent text messages. I call because you can't access him easily whenever he's in his room. He might be in a room but for a whole day without coming out at times.
Doing what?
Maybe doing his strategic work or something like that. Maybe, phone call, all that, because he knows people very well. So he might be in meeting with some people. So I might not have, you that you're a staff, might not even have access to him until he wanted to talk to you. So I have been sending series of text messages. I have been calling, no response from him. So I just decided that the best thing is to go and wait until he comes out of his hotel room. That was how I went to sit, at his doorstep, waiting for him to come. I was there for hours. He didn't come out of the room, and when he came out, it was around maybe 9:30, 10 before he could come out. As soon as he saw me, say, Muyiwa, you are embarrassing me. You are embarrassing me. You have been embarrassing me. I said, sir, I'm not embarrassing you. Out of my money, pay me. Let me just leave this place. Let me go. Why you embarrassing me? Bah, bah, bah. Began to slap me, beat me, and in order is ordered to bundle me out of the hotel room at that hour. It's now going to, because we had, an argument for long, in which I was beginning to, ask for my money, ask for my what belongs to me, that he should just let me leave the environment. He just said they should take me out of what now made me to be shouting at the top of my voice that where do I want to go at that hour? I didn't know anybody there. I did not have any family there. Nobody to be contacted, even which they can just assist me. And I did not hear the language fluently. I just hear just little. So, and all these boys were just looking at me because they can't near him. We can't be the way he was so aggressive to. So, and I was pleading. They chased my leg. One carry me from head. Another one take my leg. Excuse me. I was just shouting, my leg, my leg, my leg. They didn't leave me. They bundled me out of outside the hotel. They beat me. They now said that you said I told you to leave. You don't want to leave. I will tell people that you are a Boko Haram. I will tell people that you are a Boko Haram. You are in my territory. I said, please, I don't have anybody here. I don't know anybody here. Why must you treat me like this? I work for you. I began to cry. I began to shed tears. By then, my clothes have been torn by that time. They've torn my clothes. I was just helpless. My phone, they broke my phone because they hit this thing with me, the gun. They hit my laps then with the gun. But eventually, it touched my phone. That was what saved my leg then. But the gun, where I was saying my last prayer was when the gun was cocked at me. The guy cocked the gun. Eventually, I now began to say, God, have mercy on me. God, help me. If I could just out of there. But one thing I was just waiting for then was that the sound of the gun, so that I can just go. Because if anything happened to me at that particular point in time, there is nothing, nobody can find me down to Adamawa. It's only my wife that know that maybe I'm in Adamawa. So I was just saying that, how will I help myself? I was just praying. So not quite long, one of his holiness said they should take me down to nearest police station. That's what they brought, and Ilos pick up. They just bundled me, put me inside the Ilos, as if I was a thief.
Has there ever been any time you asked Senator Elisha about the money before going to his hotel?
Of course. I sent his PA times down number. He won't answer. His PA, they can attest to it. I sent his PA times down number. I sent series of messages. Then I put a call through. He will not even pick your call. It's only when he wants to talk to you, he will talk to you. If he doesn't want to talk to you, he won't even pick your call. He won't even acknowledge your messages. So I begged him. They took me down to Kaliwa police station, the police station in Adamawa there. We got there around maybe 1, 2 in the middle of the night. On getting there, it was one police we met there because all the place was dark. No light, nothing. The guy just brought torchlights and flashed us like this. That who is there? He now brought me down to the counter and said they should lock me up. They took me to the cell. I was locked inside the cell in the middle of the night. And I now pleaded with the IPO that, please, can you just assist me with your phone to call one of my family so that they can know the situation in which I found myself right away, because I don't have anybody in Adamawa. The IPO now gave me his phone. I called my brother, and my brother began to call people to just see what they can do. And they called the IPO back that he should just use his good office to just assist me, to just help me out. You understand? That very day. That was how my brother now began to call him to check on me. In the morning, they came like around maybe it's now going to maybe 10 or something before the DPO could come back. You understand? So when the DPO came and I analyzed what happened, the man in question, Elisha Ishaqu, came with his boys then, and they discussed. I don't know what they discussed with the DPO. So, but I know that they brought me out to the counter. So, and DPO now tried to persuade him that he should just leave me. He should just let me leave that environment. So that was why I just ran for my dear life then, and I left Adamawa for Abuja to come and pick my car and leave.
How long did you work for him, and how much is the money we're talking about?
I worked for him more than months, like 6 months thereabout, because we did series of jobs. I traveled to him to Benin because we work with he has a connection with Anene, the former PDP. Is this chairman or other statesman, the Tony in Benin. I worked for him then. We traveled to Yola like 2 or 3 times. I worked for him in Osun State. So all those things accumulated, to the point of 2.8 million naira thereabout. All the job I did for me. Although he paid 240,000 naira out of the money. So when I was asking for the rest, that was when he refused to to pay me.
When did he pay the first money?
That was when we were in that was when we got to Yola then. That was when he got to Yola then. So he's what they call it, his head of admin was aware of our transaction because he's the one I submitted my proposal and my everything to then, because I did an analysis of my proposal and everything. He was the one I submitted with. He was aware, and I even spoke with him of a recent, and there are some things we discussed about, and one of his boys in Adamawa have called me now also. You understand that they heard about they saw my write-up on social media and everything. So that's just it. But the reason why because I know that question will come thereafter, that why did I just come out? I just want to give an analysis of why I just came out right now is that I saw the video of how he maltreated that lady. I felt bad. I now flash back to the same experience I had in his hand. So that was what made me that it's not new to me. If you could read my right of area, I said it's not new to me. What he did to that lady it's not a new thing to me. I've experienced such a thing from him before, and I did my analysis. So
from when you left Abuja, have you made any effort to demand for your money or take up the case legally?
Yes, I did, because on Facebook, I do whenever I call and he didn't pick up his phone, because he got a point, he blocked me on WhatsApp. I couldn't have any WhatsApp conversation with him up to now. He blocked me on WhatsApp. I had an access on Facebook. I sent message. I merged the messages. I must messages. I send messages to him with that number. He would just say, how are you? There was a time he asked me that I should send my account number. I sent my account number. He did not do anything up to date. Later I approached him. He said I should send my account number again. I even sent my wife account number to him that he should please, okay, don't pay to me. Pay to my wife, so that at least the money my family can see something to sustain themselves, because we are far to each other. So he did not do anything up to this moment. I've tried all what I could do. He didn't do anything up to this moment.
So have you taken up the matter legally to demand the money from him?
Yes, because I had a contact with lawyer Femi Falano, and I've narrated my ordeal with him, and I hope he got. Because I just want a good Nigerian citizen to see to my case, especially the senator of my own state in Ekiti State, Senator Adetumbi, should just use his good office, you understand, to persuade him to pay my money. That's all.
Looking at what he did to you, what he went through in his end, and recent happenings, do you think Senator Ishaqu is fit to represent Nigeria, to be a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria?
I wouldn't say much. At times, someone might have a good heart, but a bad character. You understand what I'm saying? But if you are able to caution yourself and listen to people's advice, you understand, someone might turn a new leaf. That's just it.
After his apology, people are saying apology is not enough, that he must be recalled, he must step down. Do you think the call is justified?
There's an adage in Yoruba that said that Pele Olako Olabo, the way you say you're sorry, you understand, has different tone and different meaning. So if you know the needful, do the needful. That's just it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Owolabi Tayo, for joining us on SaharaTV.
Thank you very much.